name is Kenny Urquhart, Operations Manager for Maurilog, which is a local Mauritanian company, and we provide logistics, supply base, onshore and offshore services for the oil and gas industry. Been here since 4 years, and during that 4 years we've supplied the services to for drilling, for seismic campaigns, for decommissioning projects, right through till now, and we're still working on the current drilling phase. Lost it there. And yeah, losing the plot here.
Whenever you lose it, just stop and
start
continue.
again. Okay.
Then
You can
will
cut
look at
that out. Okay.
So it's okay.
Okay. So we're currently in the middle or towards the end of this current phase of drilling operations, and that's due to complete by the end of this year. We're also about to start another decommissioning phase within Mauritanian waters, and that's due to start probably next month, and that should run for 3-4 months as well. But looking at the gas, especially the gas offshore within Mauritania, this looks like it could be a 20-30 year projects here for the country and for the local people and the local communities, which is good. Yes, I did. I came here with a client over 4 years ago, and then transferred onto the local company Maurilog. And realistically, what we're doing here, and it's not only myself, there is certain other expatriates that have got the same or more or very enough the same experience as myself, working for different operators in different parts of the world. So we came here, and realistically what we're doing is we're here to train and teach the local people from Mauritania how we operate and how we service the oil and gas industry. So we're here for a short time, some skills shorter than others for training, but we always have what we call a shadow. We pick young people from Mauritania, we work with them, we show them the processes, the procedures, just the ability to carry out oil and gas operations here within the country. And the aim is, within as short a period as possible, for me and the people like me that come in to train the locals, we go home, we move on to another country, and the young people from Mauritania, they will continue to service the oil and gas industry for many years to come. That is our aim here. We're now sitting on a platform supply vessel, a PSV, and it's one of the vessels that we use to move all of the equipment from the shore base or from the land out to the facilities offshore, whether it be a drill ship, a drilling rig, whatever equipment or whatever facility they're using offshore. It's vessels like this that we always use to take the equipment from the shore base to the facility and vice versa, back again. So during a drilling operation, everything that's required for the operation is delivered onto land here in country. The drilling ship or the drill ship or the rig is put on location offshore, and all of the equipment and everything that's required for that operation is shipped back and forth between the shore base and the offshore facility. So we are now sitting on what we call a PSV, and this is one of the vessels that we daily load up with equipment for the rig. It goes to the rig and it takes the other equipment back, which is different phases of the drilling operation. Obviously requires different bits of kit and bits of material. So we feed them back and forth with everything from food, water, to the equipment that's required for the operation. No, there's a limit to the deck space that you have offshore. On the offshore facility, everything's got a limit. The amount of equipment they can hold, the amount of people that can work on there. So it's worked out between ourselves and the people on the rig, what goes out, when it goes out, and when it comes back. So it's all worked out before we even start. So we have what they call a drilling program, and it's all in there that we know what days, times that what equipment we load out to the rig and what equipment we take back from the rig. On the rig, there's probably about roughly, you're generally just over 100 people on the rig. It's big. these drill ships are big. So you have your drilling crews who do the drilling, and you also have the vessel crews. And you also have the what we call service providers. There's lots of other companies, not just the drill ship company themselves. You got a lot of other service providers that they provide services for different scopes of the drilling project. So they're always on and off, and different contractors are on there at different times of the operation. We always keep our timing for doing things. We try to make or we don't rush the vessels, because there's a carbon footprint, there's the cost of fuel. If you're running at full out, you burn more fuel and a bigger carbon footprint. So we run the vessels in time to meet the requirements offshore when the equipment is needed there, and the same back again. The first impressions of Mauritania, it was my expectation. Mauritania was not a very well-known place to me and a lot of other people before we came here. And it's not up in the news there, and it was never in the news as being an oil and gas producing country when I came here four or 5 years ago nearly. But first impressions were impressed. The infrastructure for oil and gas wasn't basically here at the time. It was very limited to some of the equipment and the services you could provide for operations, where a lot of the equipment's got to come and the services got to come from abroad. That is now slowly, and it will get better as the years progress, as more companies come in with their expertise and they set up what's required to run oil and gas operations offshore. Yes, just to build the infrastructure of maintenance, of just oil and gas related activities. That's what will come here. That will come in the next few years. Gas especially, it's when you look at the news nowadays, it's actually very good timing, I suppose. You know, for a couple of years and running up to COVID, it was oil and gas was kind of demonized in the press, but now with the way the world is now, and it's I think everybody's kind of realizing that gas is not the same as oil. It doesn't create the same damage, carbon footprints, all that, and it's a clean method of energy, and every country is looking to go electric and batteries and all this good stuff, but you need the power. The batteries only store the power, they don't generate it. And that's where you need the gas and clean fuels like that to keep the world working. In 5 years, it depends on the country, on the what they do with the money that is generated from the gas. And that's not down to the oil companies, that's down probably to the governments. And how they invest that money in the infrastructure, and how they get other companies in from, would it be Europe or the rest of the world, to get them to come in here and invest and build the infrastructure that's needed, and also the infrastructure for the local communities. They should all benefit from the gas exploration and the findings they've had here. Maurilog is a 100% local Mauritanian company that provides all of the logistics services for oil and gas and mining, but generally just now we're focused on oil and gas services from start to finish. It's at this moment in time there's roughly 200 employees for Maurilog. 92% of the employees are local employees. So there's a small 8% of expatriates that they've employed from abroad, like myself, to come in for however long it takes, hopefully a short time, to teach the young Mauritanians what's required, just the standards and the services required for oil and gas operations. So being a local company, it's better for the country that we use local companies for these services, and not taking a well-known logistics company from somewhere else in the world, because it keeps the numbers, it keeps the local people employed. And we're seeing that there is some very smart, young, local people with the willingness to learn and to go over from us as soon as possible.
Facilities?
Facilities, We have offices in the city itself. In the port here of Nouakchott, we've got 4 supply bases that we can run different projects out at the same time. We allocate them to the projects as we get them, and we work in the start dates, end dates. We've got probably the top facilities here. The one that we run, the main client out of here, and as I said, I've worked many countries in the world. The standard of the supply bits itself, the equipment and the people, it's up there and above most places I've worked before. And it was the investment that was put in at the beginning on the yards, on the facilities, on the equipment. It is top notch. It is.